Welcome back to part 2 of decoding Ellery pants. The first video, which I'm hoping Jazzy will link to the bottom of this as well so you can go back and watch that, was all about our beautiful soft jersey pants that we have, those pull-on jerseys. And today we're going to be going on about our Ponte pants, and we've also thrown in a woven pair there. So generally all the pants that have zips is what we're going over today. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Tracey.
And I'm Gail.
And we are from Later in Fleur. Everything that you're going to see here is manufactured right here in Australia, available in sizes 8 to 24. We know pants are a tricky thing to purchase online. Pants are our secret power, is what I always say, Gail. It's our little secret weapon, the most difficult thing to buy, but something that we take great pride in perfecting the fit, perfecting the cut, and making sure that it looks just as good on one size as it does on the other. So we have got quite a few pant styles that are really similar to each other and in different lengths. So you're going to see the different shapes and sizes on both Gail and I. So just to let you know, I'm wearing size 14 in the pants today, and I am 176 centimeters tall, and my outer leg measurement is 118. And Gail, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing size 8. I'm 165 centimeters, and my leg measurement is...
Gosh, Gail, I'm sorry, I can't remember.
No.
What... But having said that,
double check.
What's really important to remember is Gail and I, even though we're wearing different sizes, we also have very different body shapes as well. So it's just good to put that into proportion. So whether you're like I am, I'm really fuller in the hip, long in the leg, whereas Gail is actually quite narrow in the hip. So the styles you'll see today are actually very similar to each other that we've got on, but you'll see they'll look quite different on us. So you start, Gail.
Okay, so I'm wearing the Brooklyn pant in the Ponte fabric. The good thing about the Ponte fabric is it's a 4-way stretch. It's got very good retention. You can see, I'm gonna pull that, pop straight back into shape. It's also very easy to care for. So you can just throw it in the washing machine, quick dry, and job done. No crease. Great for travel. The features of the Brooklyn pant are it's got the concealed zip there at the front. Nice flat front, no waistband. It's got side pockets there with the stitching detail you can maybe see. Maybe Tracey will show you that in the mulberry fabric, because they're the same on a lot of the trousers. It doesn't always show up on the black. And then we've got the back pockets there.
Very cute.
Also good for a little bit of weekend casual posing.
Yes.
But yeah, the good thing about Brooklyn's is I can wear them for work with my heels and still feel very tailored. But then they also work, because of the sort of shorter ankle length, really well for weekend and casual wear with a pair of flats.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to mention for our Brooklyns we do consider a cropped length, sort of an ankle grazer is that length there. So for all the petite height ladies out there, we have a lot of them that wear them as a full length pant. Yeah. So that is the take on the Brooklyn. So I'll go through that so long. So the Diaz pants, very similar to Brooklyn, so exactly the same cut. The only difference with the Diaz is it doesn't have the back pocket, so it does have that tailored seam down the back, which the Brooklyn also has. So just showing you, there's a tailored seam down both of the legs. The Brooklyn has the pockets, the Diaz doesn't have the pockets on the back. And then the Diaz is longer, and it has got the cutaway at the ankle. So you can see it's a full length pant on me, and it's just got that cutaway detail at the ankle. Gail, as in true form, I've actually forgotten what I read in my notes before I came on here. And remember I said I had there the difference between roughly the difference between the length of the Diaz and the Brooklyn. Did I say it was roughly 6 centimeters that I've got on there? It's the outer leg measurement, which is that measurement on the end there. I did memorize it before coming on here, but I think it was roughly right at 6 centimeters. Yeah. So roughly 6, it might be 6.5, maybe close to 7 sometimes, depending on how the fabric performs. But there's that sort of 6 to 7 centimeter difference in the length of the two. So that just gives you an idea of which one you should be wearing. So just coming in close, I'll show you that stitch detail that we've got there. So in a lot of these styles, and like I said, we're decoding the styles. So Brooklyn and Diaz, same pants. The only difference is the length, and the one doesn't have pockets at the back, which is the Diaz. Diaz, which is longer, has the little cutaway, and then you can see that waistline. There is not a waistband. You will see waistband and something else coming up, and this has a fitted style. So we're going to be showing the sister pants to these, which everything is close to exactly the same at the top, but we're going to see a change in the leg shape, but still without a waistband and just with that secret I don't know why I call it a secret zip, an invisible zip. It's certainly an interesting Monday today. You go, Gail.
Okay, now I've got the Troy pants on. So these are a bit more of a bootleg cut. They're a cropped length, which you can see nicely on me. It really accentuates that boot cut. Again, they've got that concealed zip there at the front. They've got the pockets there at the side. They're flat to the back this time, with that lovely contouring seam which just goes all the way down that back leg. There we go. So these are great on petite heights as well. They'd be more full length, but you still get that nice flare. Tracey was saying she's seen these ones in styling sessions quite a lot on customers, and depending on your height you can, and then sort of line of your body, it really either accentuates the boot cut or it makes it a bit more of a straighter leg. So you have to see how these pants actually work on you. But Tracey's going to show us the full length version in just a minute.
Yes.
But if you're looking to do a styling session with us, it's a great way to try on our pants and really get a feel for how they work on your body. Tracey is the expert, so she can guide you through all of the things that you need to look for and where the pants would fit well on your shape. So yeah, we're based in Burley, so you can find us on the website. The styling sessions are there ready to book in on. You find a date that's available for you, and come and visit us, because we've always got something to share.
We do, they're lots of fun. So just showing quickly before Gail goes off, I'm in the Brett, so these are considered the full length version of the Troys, so still that bootleg cut, and whereas those Troys are the crop version, but as mentioned, for our petite height ladies out there, a lot of them wear these as full length pants. In fact, I had Susan in on Saturday and she put them on the first time, and because of the shape of her, you actually couldn't really tell they were a bootleg because she was very narrow in the hips, so they actually dropped as a straight pair of pants all the way down. It's really interesting how different cuts fall on different bodies. But once you get to decode these styles, you'll get to understand how they fall on you. So just showing the Brooklyn, the Diaz, and the Troy, and the Brett are all very similar through the front, with that flat front and with the pockets. What I will say is the Brett and the Troy have just a slightly tighter waistband, because originally Troy, not a waistband but the waist itself, Troy was designed more for the pear-shaped lady, taking into account that she's fuller at the hip but probably narrower at the waist. So there is just that little bit more, ever so slight snugness, but you can see I've still got room in there. But just so you do know that when you put them on, you might go, oh, that feels a little bit warm, feels a little bit snugger. And it just is, just ever so slightly. But I absolutely love that boot cut shape. I think beautiful with a long boot underneath. Really great pants. And as we say, with this beautiful tech stretch fabric that we have, the Pontes, they do stay as crisp the whole day. When you pop them on in the morning, they look just as crisp at the end of the day. And as Gail was showing you with that retention stays with you as far as if you're sitting at your desk all day, you don't expect to have C-shaping where your knees were or anything like that. They stay as crisp as they are for the rest of the day.
Yeah. I'm now wearing the Yale pant. I've got them on in this lovely rich olive colourway, which I think actually works really well with this black and white. Now these pants are a little bit of a different look because they've got the actual waistband there, functioning waistband all the way around. It's got the belt loops and it's got the hook tab fastenings just there, and the fly fastening zip. They're straight and flat to the back, just a little pleat in there for some tailoring. And these are the sort of crop length again, wide leg. And I really like the way the tailoring details at the waistband just give it a bit of structure. I feel, especially in the olive, I've got that sort of military smartness to me. It works really well in black as well, and we do them in navy just for that classic chic. Tracey will have the full length version on in a minute, so you can see again the crop length on me. I can wear the full length despite my petite-ish height, but I do prefer a cropped length. You just get to see. I do, yeah. I like to be able to see a little bit of ankle going on there. And I think also you get to see a bit more of the wideness of the leg. Yeah. I like that volume. Gives a bit more of a statement look. And a lot of the time in winter, when I'm wearing a cropped pant, I'll wear a sort of tight underneath it or a stocking, quite often in a fishnet or a bit of a pattern.
Oh, beautiful.
Just to give a bit of a statement at the bottom. and then a bit of warmth as well.
Beautiful. All right, so these are the Cades, which are the full length version. So I have said that my Cades in black are officially my favorite L&F pants. I absolutely love them. They're so comfortable. So just showing you again, and the reason why I've kept to the mulberries really so you could see a close difference, because what you got to remember is these, what we do is we release generally all of these in our core black and navy through the year, and then we'll have seasonal colors come through. So we'll have mulberry, we'll have olive, or we've had petrol coming through. So it's just those colors, but in the cores and the black and navy, they'll always be there. So you see how that breadth that I had on earlier, that did not have the waistband. We spoke about it having that sort of invisible zip through the front, whereas now we've got sitting a lot more high-waisted. So I actually love doing a full tuck with the high waist pants. And even though it's a little bit looser around my waist, I've definitely gone to accommodate my hip area, and I actually really like the comfort that it is giving me around the waist. Nothing's digging in, it feels amazing. As I said, they are my most worn pants at the moment was my Cades in black. And then through the back there, just very simplistic, like a real, very sharp pair of pants, slightly wider leg, as you can see. That beautiful wide shaped leg, but great tailoring, as we were saying. And I do love the fact, I haven't put one on now, but the belt loops, I generally will always wear a belt. With this, I just find just wearing a belt just finishes off the outfit, and it just creates that really polished look, which is definitely the style way that I tend to gravitate. But these for comfort, for style, and I said for quality, because I think the key here is the quality. We have got expert pattern makers that spend a lot of time making sure that these look beautiful on all different shapes, and I think that it really shows. So if you're petite height, I highly recommend you give a pair of Yales a go, and if you are taller, I think these Cades are just amazing.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah.
Now I'm wearing the Hollis pant in navy. These are a newish style for us, just started this year, 2023. They have two pleat details here at the waistband. So they're flat fronted. There's a concealed zip, that side, just in there, just in the side there. It's got a waistband to the back, just to give you that bit of shape and some darts through there, just to keep that line. But the pleats lie at the front there, and just give a bit of extra volume through the hips.
Really smart on you, Gail.
Yeah, I feel really smart in them, Tracy. Just really elegant. It's that sort of old-fashioned.
It is.
Just quality, classic look.
It is.
I feel a bit French as well. I think that's probably the navy colourway. But yeah, just it's the same tech stretch Ponte that they're in. There's just there's some sort of difference that the pleat gives with the volume. It feels like a completely different fabric.
It does.
You obviously you don't have the tight fitting cling, but it's still holding you in place at the waist where you want to be. And then I can feel this lovely sway as I move, as the pleats open up through the legs. So you've got that lovely wide leg there as well. Again, crop length, which I do like, and it does accentuate that flow of the fabric. If you can just see when I move there, that's lovely.
Absolutely.
And I've got quite narrow hips, but they'll still the pleats give you that shape, whether you've got narrow hips or fuller hips. There's a lot of room in there for different sizes and different
I love the shape
curves.
of that pocket.
Yes, it's a curved pocket just in the side there, and it's quite a low one. It dips down quite a long way there, which is quite good for that nonchalant look. If you really, yeah, it's really on the thighs there.
It is very French.
Yeah.
Very
So this one also comes in the black.
So before you go, Gail, I just want to stand next to you just so we can show them, because I have popped on the other cropped pants. So let's just see how the difference between these two. So remember Gail was wearing these earlier, but you see how these have the flat front with the different shaped pocket, and where Gail's got the pleats.
There's a pleat there and there's the pocket shape.
So just wanted to show you the difference there. So I'm a bit out of breath because I went and put on the wrong boots. They were too small, had to take them off, and I could see Gail running out of things to say. And I got a bit hot and flustered there. But I just wanted to show you on me that I actually do enjoy wearing crop pants in winter. I like to do a crop with a long boot underneath, or as Gail was saying, with stockings and a shoe. But I love, as a tall person, I actually love the long boot look with a crop pant. Absolutely love this color, our olive color. It is so versatile. There's not much that doesn't go with it, because even the fact that Gail is wearing that party animal print with hers, and they look beautiful, and you can see how the colors in this beautiful nouveau print have shifted just by putting it on with the olive. It's picking up the taupes and all that. So such a versatile color, and you'll see we've got, I think, the Brooklyns, and we've got the Diaz in this color as well as the jacket. So definitely worth looking at. But yeah, so just wanted to show you that these are the Yales on me, and I'm wearing, still wearing the 14, but just that crop length. It's sort of sitting at that just below mid-calf. And in summer, I did wear them a little bit with the pump, but I actually really feel more comfortable wearing it with a boot.
So now I've got on the arty pant in the black, also a new style, very similar to the Hollis that I've just had on with the pleats at the front, but you can see it's got a cropped length, but the tapered leg this time. So it's a very sort of 1950s almost, I feel, in this. That sort of, I could do Audrey Hepburn, I think.
Yes,
in my little flats on.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's got the pleat details there at the front. A bit harder to see in the black, but they're still there. And it's got that lovely curved shaped pocket on the side there, the concealed zip. That's it. And then the back waistband is still there. And we've got the pleats, the darts, sorry, just to give the shaping through the back. And push them back. So yeah, they've got a nice bit of volume there in the top of the leg, just to give you a bit of ease of movement, but then it really comes in towards the ankle at your narrowest point, just to really streamline that silhouette there. But it's still got the same stretch around the waist, so it's really snugly fitting. But yeah, the volume through the leg, you can still feel that lush quality of the fabric as it's moving loosely around there.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, you could wear it with heels, but like I said, I almost feel like flats would work really well with this.
I love the idea of the ballet flats.
Yeah.
Like Audrey Hepburn.
A nice little jacket as well, I think would work really well. Sort of a cropped one. Yeah, there's so much you can do. And I think the different styles of waistband really give you different options. They really transform the different looks. So you just have to work out which one's for you, whether you prefer the flat front, whether you prefer the pleats, or whether you prefer the full waistband. Give you different looks and definition and a totally different styling.
Yeah, I really love that tapered leg on you though. That's definitely, I actually can't decide between the last one or these, which I prefer, but they have a completely different feel. So I think it's more about getting to know as well, if that waistband or that top area does work for you, then you could definitely look at exploring a different shaped leg. So we're ending off on our woven fabric pants. We've got two woven fabric pants, the Ellery and the Nik, that are sort of stand out on their own. So we couldn't just do a little video with the two of them. So we've taped them onto doing at the end with our Ponte pants, and that's also because they have zips as well, and they're also not just a pull-on style like our jersey pants. So the difference with these is there's no stretch in them. They're made from beautiful tencel fabrics that we have, and we've got our viscose and rounds. You can see these navy midnight color Ellery's have a beautiful luster and sheen to them, and they have an invisible zip on the side. So just showing you, that is where they've got that side zip. Through the front, we've got quite a high waist again, and I'm actually in between sizes with these, to be honest, because they can be a little bit roomy, but I feel like I need them to be comfortable around my hip area. But they, as you can see, they do sit quite high-waisted. We've got beautiful pleating detail again through the front, and then there's these little buttons that are just through the front here. They're really elegant self-covered buttons. They are non-functioning buttons. They're there for decoration, but they're just that nod to that sort of sailor pant kind of feel coming, Gail. And then Gail's got on the crop necks, and then I've got on the Ellery's. You guys show a bit closer.
So these ones are in the linen fabric, so you can see a slightly different look to the fabric.
Like a thicker texture.
It is thicker, a bit more raw almost.
Yes.
The Ellery's have that the tencel fabric, and it gives that silky evening look almost.
It is.
Whereas the linen looks a bit more daytime. Yeah. And I really like, I've got lots of pairs of Niks in the various different colourways, and I just like the playfulness of them. I think where the Ellery's very elegant, the Nik has a playful fun quality, which is great. I always wear it in summer,
Yeah.
but even the black in winter works really well too.
Really,
And
really
it's,
beautiful.
Yeah, the same pleat details there.
So you can see how these are so much more flowy than the Ponte fabrics that we had on earlier. So even when we were wearing the wider leg pants, they stayed their shape sort of stayed that almost stiffer, because they're by no means stiff, but they're more stable. The fabric is that stable sort of beautiful Ponte that just stays crisp and in place. Whereas these, when you sit down, you will get lines in them. You can expect to have, there will be some level of creasing. We do find though, wearing them through the day, your body heat goes in them and they come out a bit. So if you've been driving, when you get out, some body heat does go in and some of that, those creases do move a little bit. However, it's the look. The look is when you're wearing a linen pant, when you're wearing pants like this, you do expect there to be some level of creasing, and they definitely will need a bit of a steam or an iron before you wear them after you've put them in the wash. But so comfortable. I think that's the one thing. People that have moved across to these do talk about the softness, the comfort. They just feel amazing. It's like, it doesn't, almost feels like you're not wearing anything, but I feel really sophisticated and chic.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I can say about them, and I actually feel very much the same way when I wear the decode pants as well, which are the longer versions of the Gals. They have that same kind of really beautiful tailoring to them with that gorgeous wide leg. So I think that's it. We've gone through them all.
Yeah.
So we have been chatting so much about pants. We haven't really spoken about the group. If you haven't joined our close community, we've got a beautiful close community, the L&F Stein Share Group. Definitely hop over there, and that is the place where you'll get sneak peeks of what we're releasing. We release new products every single week on a Wednesday and Friday. You'll get a sneak peek the day before, and you'll get to ask questions about the style, so you can be online and live when those products go live, because we do quite limited quantities. We get to see a lot of behind the scenes. We have a lot of fun in there, but it's the most important thing. It's a place where you do get to style and share. It's where you get to see other women, how they style things in a safe place, and you get to ask questions and an opportunity for you to share as well, or ask questions. And you can potentially meet somebody on there who has a very similar body shape to you, very similar height, and we find ladies actually doing a call out to one another saying, oh Angela, have you bought this print? Does it work on you because we've got similar tones? Or do those pants work on you because you've got the same height as me? And you get to have other muses, I'd say.
That's it.
Yeah, sort of real world muses on there. Great place. Other than that, we hope this has been informative to you. If you haven't watched our other pants video, please go ahead and watch that one too, because that's, I think we've basically covered everything. And as well, if you've got any ideas of any other videos you would love us to do, any other information that you're after, we would love to help you out with that. So just pop them in the comments here, and we'll get back to you. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.